How long will it be before artificial intelligence runs a construction schedule? I don't have the exact time on me right now, but I'm gunning for the first half of 2018. And if you think I'm mad, come back and see me in 6 months and I'll prove to you that I'm not. Because, as Peter Diamandis says, the day before something is a breakthrough, it's a crazy idea. If you're not sure who Peter Diamandis is, he was named by Fortune magazine as one of the world's 50 great leaders. And he's a co-founder, amongst many things, of Planetary Resources, who are developing technology to mine asteroids. Mining asteroids? Suddenly, artificial intelligence running a construction schedule doesn't seem so far-fetched, does it? Now, obviously, I'm not going to give away too much of my cunning and ingenious plan in this video, as I don't want my competition working out what I'm up to. But if you've got an SMP project or E&I project, I'd be happy to sit down with you and show you how it's going to drive even more efficiency out of your labour and equipment. And yes, you're right. If you picked up on my quote being a Blackadder quote, my plan's so cunning, you can pin a tail on it and call it a weasel. Alright, back in 2017, as you would have saw at the start of that video, I had an idea. But I made a critical mistake that I wish I had seen this Stan Lee video back in 2017. I'll let him tell you the story.
If you have an idea that you genuinely think is good, don't let some idiot talk you out of it. If you have an idea that you genuinely...
I posed the question, how long will it be before AI runs a construction schedule? I'll let two idiots talk me out of it. They weren't actually idiots, but I'll let two people talk me out of it. They were the guys that I was working for at the time. I could see what was coming. I was watching Peter Diamandis. I'm going, this is how it's going to go. And they're like, forget that stuff, Beanie. That's dreaming stuff. 30, 40 years ago won't happen in your lifetime in the construction industry. Here we are, 2025. If I'd stuck with that from 2017 to where I am now, I'd be so much further advanced. I probably wouldn't be speaking to you on this live at the moment if I'd not let people talk me out of what I could see was coming. All right, anyway, can't do anything about that. What we can do is move on. So, I said yesterday, or in this post, I said, imagine that you could walk the field with your phone and control the schedule with your voice. That's not a dream, that's reality. I'm going to show you this guy here. If you don't follow him, Ari Meisel, you need to be following him. He is arguably the most productive man on earth, is his claim to fame. He actually got, I think it was like Lyme's disease or something like that. He's an old construction guy, right? He actually used to run his own construction company. He was so crook at one point in his life. Why is that moved? That he could only do 1 hour's work a day. That was it. He couldn't do any more than that. So he figured out how to run his construction company on an hour a day, which is where all, well, as he says, it's not productivity. Productivity just means you do more. Efficiency just means you do more with less. But effectiveness is doing more of what worked. He worked out if he could get an hour's work on effective stuff each day, he could keep his business going. This is something that he's just created. This is where, when I said, if you could work the field and update the schedule with your voice. Watch this quick video that he's done here.
Anybody who's been following me for any amount of time knows that I like doing things with my voice. I prefer to do asynchronous voice communication over Carbon. I use smart home devices in my home. I think that voice is just such a more natural, faster, more efficient way of getting my thoughts out.
Carbon voice Carbon. Voice is an app that he's got as well. It's not to do with this, but that's something that I'm going to show you tomorrow. I'm going to tie that in, how to capture an action, lessons learned from the field with your voice.
And turn them into actions. And my favorite tool for project management, again, as many of you know, is Trello. And so I created a Trello voice assistant. I did this in lovable.dev, which is my vibe coding platform of choice. I think it's really awesome and really easy to work with. And what was really cool too is in creating this, I had to get API keys for Trello and also for the OpenAI API. And it actually walked me through getting those and then putting them in. It's just a very natural, cool tool to use. So I want to give you a quick demo of how this works, and I can do this on mobile and I can do it anywhere, and it's deployed and ready to go. So check it out.
So what's going to happen here is you're going to have all your tasks need to happen for the day in a Trello board, which we can do by Carbon Voice. We can put the tickets, or what they call cards, into Trello by a voice. So we can sit there, read the schedule, and send these cards straight to Trello. Then we can do this.
What's on my to-do list, in my doing list?
All right, let's check out your doing list. First up, we've got handicap doors at TJC, and it's due on January 9th. Want to do anything with this one, or should I move to the next card?
Yeah, so let's change the due date to January 11th on that, and then let's make a comment.
See how he's just updated the card straight from with voice.
That I called 2 places yesterday and I'm waiting for an update.
All set. Due date updated to January 11th, and I added your comment about calling 2 places. Shall we continue with the next card in your doing list?
Yeah, is there something about tick medicine for the animals?
Yup, there's a...
So we're walking around the paddock with this, talking to a phone, saying, I'm in area such and such. Tell me what tasks should be going on today. And so you should be at this point, that point, whatever it may be. We're going to build that. He's already built it, so it's not will it work. It's just a matter of duplicating R&D, I call it. Rip off and duplicate what he's already done. All right. First step in the process that I did for building what I'm going to call MOX, which is mission, operations, execution. MOX will be the artificial intelligence that runs a construction schedule. Takes all of the meaningless work out of it and just lets us focus on doing what we need to do, which is create flow in the field, build our leaders and build our teams. I've created you have seen me been doing in ChatGPT, the Flex and the ORCA process. I've actually created a tool now inside Claude where you can go and run a Flex process yourself. It'll step you through it. Instead of you having to try and think about what steps do we need to do, how do we need to go about this. This will give you the basics that you need to get started. If you want access to that tool, just message me the words Claude Flex Wingman and I'll shoot you a link so you can do that. But anyway, for today's, we've done Ari, we've done this, we've done that. Right, so we're going to do our Flex first. Run off of yesterday's. So yes, that's it. Tomorrow Flex will only ask, did both actions execute, yes or no, nothing else. Execution window is open. How do I start this one? End of day binary check, live happen. New shift, Wednesday, 14th of January 2026. Let's see what this does. I prefer ChatGPT because I can just speak to it. When you use Claude, you've actually got to type or input your text into it. Did ORCA run yesterday? Yes, ORCA ran yesterday. We're up to day 52 now too, so we're starting to get quite a few of these under our belt, and these are starting to build even more of a process behind this and training our GPT. ORCA did not. ORCA ran yesterday. Oh man, the transcription's terrible. ORCA, ORCA, ran yesterday. New shift. Answer yes or no to each. Did a LinkedIn Live happen yesterday? Did one LinkedIn image post? One yes, two yes. So this is just stepping me through. Did we say what we were going to do when we did our flex planning the other day? Rules stay the same. Mission unchanged. For today, Wednesday, you will again run one LinkedIn Live, running it now. Publish one LinkedIn image post, which is, I put the image post up first, which is the scheduled post for the live that's coming up the next day. State the DM call to action clearly. Use YouTube fallback only if eCam fails. No adjustments, no optimization, no reflection. If you want to know what all that means, you need to go back to yesterday's video, which is day 51. Only check before you start today. What time will LinkedIn Live go out? Give me the time that the LinkedIn Live will go out. It's happening right now. Perfect. Then stop typing. Go live. Say the call to action. Get the video up. I'll be here when it's done. If you want some help, well, tell us what the call to action is, because we're live at the moment. You're live too. See what he says about that. Want help implementing this stuff? Head across to Amber. If you want the project reset link, DM me and I'll send it through to you. Pause. Repeat it once before you end the live. Okay, that's done. So we're actually getting our execution done. All of this done. And our ORCA will run this morning before we even start the day. Good, action executed. Do one thing now, then you're done for this block. Publish today's LinkedIn image post, including this line verbatim in the copy. DM me for the project reset link. Once that post is live, you're clear. When finished, come back and confirm it with image post done. I'll say that this is yesterday's. Okay, I won't actually. I'll do that tomorrow morning. All right, let's go to ORCA. Get our ORCA done. New shift. Wednesday, the 14th of January 2026. Oh, 4th. What did I say, the 4th? I gave the wrong date, sorry, you should have picked that up. It's Wednesday, the 14th of January 2026. It's a home ORCA. Home ORCA. This one's a little bit, it's very rules based, this one. The other one just used to say, yeah, okay, you've already said that bit, we'll move on with it. This one likes you to confirm, likes it sticks to the rules, which is exactly what we want. Standardisation and consistency. Verify full kit first task, write a physical Kanban ticket, did that, complete one visible growth action, tied to school guidance, post outreach, binary, no storage. Did you complete these 3 tasks? Yes, all 3 tasks were completed. State one objective today. One objective only, concrete, human, binary, no abstract, no future framing. What was today's objective? Today's objective was to roll out the Flex Wingman Claude version live on this live that I'm doing right now, which is complete. Yes, it was. As you can see, you're going to come up with more difficult stuff than this on site. But this is stepping everyone through the process, removing the emotion from it, stops everyone arguing over, oh, this is how we should be doing it, and this is how we should be doing it. You've got a baseline here. You've got the AI running the meeting, the framework for the meeting. Someone still runs the meeting, but the AI is running the framework for it. Keep everyone on track. Stop the drift. What we're trying to do here is standardise. Go back to Galtraith's rules of flow. We're standardising how our meetings are run. Spoke to this yesterday actually. May or not have. I did actually, the cost of meetings. So when we look at it from a lean perspective, 10% of what we do is value-added activity and 90% of it is non-value-added activity. Meetings, as a general rule, because of the way they're run, fall into this non-value-added activity. Shopify worked this out. They've got 11,000 people working for them. Okay, so they've actually created an app to put on their calendar invites to show the cost of the meeting. So the average meeting was 3 people and the average meeting run for 30 minutes. That meeting cost somewhere between, I think, $800 and $1,600 because of the level of salaries that those people were actually on. When you've got 11,000 people, that adds up very quick. There is a figure that I researched that it's out of a book, but this is, you have to check these things for yourself, but it's said that for a 100-person business, you could be wasting $2.5 million a year on meetings. So I did a calculation yesterday, used a rate, which was a decent, reasonable rate. It's probably undercooked a little bit, on a project that I was on a couple of years back, 300 people, and the amount of meetings, 20% of their time in meetings, which easily could happen. It does happen on a regular basis because, as I said, and I gave an example of one Saturday where I did a 12-hour shift, 11 hours of it was stacked meetings. It worked out about $43 million for the year for those across the client and the contractor side. Having this short framework, brief, so what we want to do is change our wording from meetings, get rid of the word meeting. We have a brief in the morning, new shift, and then we have a debrief, ORCA, in the afternoon. So we do flex in the morning, is our brief, and debrief in the afternoon. Identify what actually created the result, call out the behaviours. It's becoming automatic now. I write my Kanban tickets, and as the live's done, going live. I'm inside the school community every single day. As you can see, I've turned up live on LinkedIn not 52 days in a row. We had one day, Christmas Day, that we didn't go live, but we still did our ORCA. Constraints removed. Don't know that I really removed any constraints yesterday, and yes, I use Wingmans for all of the tasks that I do. What I'll do soon with this is go back and pull some patterns out. So he's been collecting some data. So go back and have a look and see what I do well, what I don't do so well, where the drift is, where's my best opportunity for improvement. Tomorrow's 3 must-do tasks: verify full kit, write a physical Kanban ticket, complete 1 visible growth action tied to school games. Daily execution index, score 0 to 3 based on behaviours today. 3 out of 3. Not today. Not going to do the visual reflection loop today. I don't do that every day. Every now and again I do that. ORCA complete, closed, ORCA streak intact. Daily execution index 3 from 3 to tomorrow's 3 must-do tickets. Done, dusted in 20 minutes. So you could do that with your team. You brief, once you get up and running, I would say. Wouldn't take any more than 15 minutes, and your debrief should be the same. Debrief should be, I think he says 10 minutes to absolute hour maximum. And these will be slower when you first start. We introduce new people. I always find the meeting time, when you introduce new people into the meeting, it always slows the meeting down. Because they haven't seen how it works before, it's new to them, they're going to ask questions. Once you've got a group that's used to doing it and getting in and doing it quick, I'm not just talking about ticking a box exercises, we're talking to things that move the needle. What's stopping us? What's going to stop us from achieving our mission? Flawless execution. What's going to stop us from handing off this area to this area? Handoffs are the key thing. Use small chunks. I'm going to speak to this with Jason Schroeder this week. We're talking about cause 4 of project failure, which is scheduling, poor scheduling. Poor scheduling, the key driver I believe is, and you have to understand the psychology behind why people do and what keeps them motivated. So the longer that a task goes on for, we've got high motivation at the start of it and high motivation towards the end of it. What happens in the middle is we get a dip like that. Motivation drops. So when they wander off, go and find something else, something different to do. We put long duration tasks in our schedules, particularly in our Gantt charts, and we put another poisonous thing in there called float. All float is an opportunity for someone to procrastinate. When have you ever heard someone say, I've got 20-day float on that job, I'm going to see if I can pull it forward and see how much I can get to come forward with it? Never. It's always, we don't need to start yet. Yet we've got plenty of float. Float's just a tool, a mechanism to let people procrastinate and put off what they should be actually fucking doing. Simple as that. We need to kill it. It needs to be gone. All right, so what we do instead, I work in tack times. And I figured this piece of the puzzle out yesterday. The ultimate tack time to me, and I was like, I'm going to question Jason on this and see what he says, because he knows way more about this than me. I believe it's 2 days for a reason. 1, 2. Okay, so our motivation's highest at the start of it. So where our dip's going to be for a 2-day tack time is those 2 sessions right there. Last session on the first day and the first session on the second day, which are the 2 times, from my experience, 37 years of walking around the paddock, when the least amount of work gets done. So if we put the motivation dip into the time when we're not really getting that much done anyway, those 2 areas, free these up, guess what starts to happen? We don't give people, because they're on attack time and we're not worried about how long they can delay a job until they start it. It's like, you need to start then. That's when your task needs to start, and you need to finish then. Start, finish. Have you got everything that you need to do to start, do that job from start to finish? Anyway, we'll talk more to that with Jason on Friday. 12 causes of project failure. Number 4, poor scheduling. Take it, use it, make it a great week. If you want a link to that Claude Wingman, just comment Claude Wingman link or DM me and I'll shoot it through to you. And if you started 2026 a little bit like this, reach out about a project reset session. That'll keep me old mate happy. I've done that. Flex man. Right, speak soon. You don't want to start 2026 like this. I'm starting a new pilot program called 2026 Pre-Season Training. It's for leaders who want to get their team match fit before the whistle blows and the 2026 season kicks off. So if you're running a good company or a team and you want to hit 2026 in a sprint, this is your window right now to set it up. We'll custom build your 12-month plan and drop it into a Trello board so that you actually track it and use it. We'll resource it properly so the work actually gets done and set you up a school community so that you're ready to get rhythm from day one. We'll be setting it all up using Goldrat's project rules of flow to mitigate the 12 causes of project failure, because that's exactly what this is and how you need to treat it as a project. And you'll also be learning to leverage AI where it counts to get the most impact. This isn't some paint by numbers cookie cutter course. It's pre-season training custom built for your business. There's only 10 spots and we'll have it wrapped up so that you're ready to run before we hit Christmas. DM me the words 2026 pre-season training and I'll send you all the details, because you really don't want to start 2026 like this.